What is up, guys? Yoshio here. I got your tank review on the Tier 1 Israeli main battle tank, the M50 Super Sherman. So this took a while, and with that out of the way, let's get right into the stats. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Also, a side note, this is for a fan dedicated that got the reach to me on Discord. So this is also to you. So here we go. Okay, so the damage is 156. The penetration is 240 millimeters. The damage per minute is 2,714. The reload time is 3.45 seconds. That's really fast. The maximum speed is 45 kilometers an hour. It can actually reach that top speed under its own power, but it's rather slow on that. The 0 to 32 kilometer rate is 9.32 seconds. The vehicle mass is 35,000 kilograms. Not bad. The holster burst is 35.71 degrees. That's pretty good. The camouflage is 18% across the board. The view range on the move is 400 meters, but it's rather insane. The candy temperature is 9.7 degrees down, but it's great, but it's not 9.7 degrees. So that's really good. The minimum spread is 0.126 degrees. The aim time is 2.19 seconds, and the turn traverse is 43.22 degrees. Now with that, we're going to go right into the ammo. There's two different types of armor piercing. I'm going to go through both of those. So with that, let's go right into the ammo. So here we go. For the armor piercing, the salvo size is 1. The damage is 135 to 165. The penetration is 220 millimeters. The speed is 1,257 meters per second. That's pretty fast. The minimum spread is 0.140 degrees. The aim time is 2.3 seconds, and the reload time is 3.6 seconds. So with that, let's go right into the high explosive. So with that, let's go right into that ammo type. For the high explosive, the salvo size is the same. The damage penetrating is 216 to 264. The damage non-penetrating is 36 to 176. The damage range is 0.5 meters. The penetration is 25 millimeters, but it's not bad. The speed is 732 meters per second, but that's slow, but that's high explosive for you. The minimum spread is 0.180 degrees. The aim time is 2.5 seconds. The reload time is 3.6 seconds. The fire chase bonus is 100%, and the bonus module damage is 50%. Now with that, we're going to go to the other armor piercing. So with that, let's go right into that ammo type. For the armor piercing ballistic capped, the salvo size is the same. The damage is 141 to 172. The penetration is 240 millimeters. The speed is 1,257 meters per second. That's the same as the last one. The last armor piercing, I mean. The minimum spread is 0.140 degrees. The aim time is 2.3 seconds, and the reload time is 3.6 seconds. So with that, we're going to go right into the armor. Now, keep in mind, this is a Sherman, so don't get too discouraged with the armor. So with that, let's go right into the armor. For the armor, the hit points is 1,300. The hull has 50 millimeters in the front and 38 millimeters on the sides and rear. The hull coverage is steel. The turret has 76 millimeters in the front and 50 millimeters on the side and rear. The turret composition is steel. Now with that, we're going to go right into the gameplay. But keep in mind, this is actually rather interesting because while I was in this gameplay, most of my team died. But 2. So with that, we're going to go right into the gameplay. So I'll see you over there, and I got you some cool things about the Super Sherman. One of the main things I'll mention is the M50 Super Sherman is actually an American Sherman tank from World War II. Now, as many of you know, I love World War II. So how do I play this vehicle? How do you play this vehicle in particular? Well, it's a sniper. That's all it's good for. The armor is terrible. The mobility is terrible. So you gotta use this thing as a sniper. You don't want to brawl the machine because it's tier 1. At tier 1, all the armor is terrible. You don't want to brawl. That's the last thing you want to do in any vehicle at tier 1. However, the Super Sherman has a 75mm gun. As you can tell on the hull of the Super Sherman, it sports an M4A3. Now that's interesting, isn't it? The M51 sports a M4A1 hull. The M4A1 hull is cast, while the M4A3 is welded armor. Now what's the difference between the two? The cast armor is a bit better than the welded hull, because the welded hull, your pieces tend to fly off, I think, as part of it, if it hits the weld. If it hits the weld, your pieces, your armor will tend to come off. However, with cast, that's not the case. So take that with a grain of salt if you want to build a tank, but not recommended to build a tank in these at this time. So as you can tell, the speed on the thing is not really that good. It's mediocre at best, I would say, but it's a good starting main battle tank. So as you can tell, I'm actually not using the auto move on this thing right now. So that's crazy. And I'm just doing that, just pushing the forward button, just pushing forward on the stick. So also another thing is, little minor spoiler, I got a new controller. My last controller, I still have it. It started to go all wonky. So this one's a blue camel one, and I love it. And as all of you know, my birthday had passed, and it went so well. I wish I could say what all happened, but it was a fun day. I'm pretty sure you all have good birthdays. That's good. If you have a bad birthday, I do feel bad for you, because sometimes we do have those bad days, but that's the main thing. But as you can tell, the hit points is 1,300. That's not a lot of wiggle room. So the one thing you don't want to do is get hit. Unless you're very lucky. But in this battle, I was very lucky. And look at that, I did take the damage. You don't want that. You don't want to do what I'm doing. You're going to be at the back a little bit. Not at target. You don't do what I'm doing. But as long as you have teams that back you up, and look at that, it goes up like over half my health, like that. You got to be very careful at tier 1. In the old days, that was not an issue. Nowadays, you gotta be very careful or you'll die, just like that. Kind of wrong how I timed that, but here's a cheeky shot. Now see that? I can penetrate that small gap.
Enemy destroyed.
Do I need to say any more about that? Probably not. That's how accurate that gun is. It is so accurate. Now as the rest of the team pushes forward, now watch how quick they die. It's unfortunate. Both of my team dies. These are both Type 62 players. And here goes one. The next Type 62 is going to die afterward. But I take out the PT-85 here.
Target down.
And this one died. Now there goes the other PT-85. Now the Type 62 is going to die. Now here's another PT-85, I believe. Now I bounced right there. Did you see that? I bounced. And I killed him. That was the one shot that could have either killed me or I would have survived. I was very lucky I survived that, because I could have died. There goes the other did you see it? The other Type 62 died. So it's just me
Enemy destroyed.
and the light tank. That's it. Or was the armor fighting vehicle? Who cares? Anyway, there was just me and him, or her. Who cares? But now that was interesting. Now at the end of this match, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do a classic move from World of Tanks. Watch what I'm gonna do. I take a guard position between two dead tanks, one in front of me and one next to me. The reason I'm doing that, they always see my turret from the front and on the right side. It's rather clever. At the time it is actually pretty clever, but at the same time, your left flank is exposed a little bit. This is a rare scenario. And as you can tell, I just stay there capping. No enemies are going to come forward. So we had all the time in the world just to sit point, stay put, and just cap. It is a bad strategy. Not the help I have here. Not a bad idea. At 456 health, it's not a bad idea to cap. Not a bad idea. As long as there's not many enemy teams, much enemy tanks around, then you're good. If there are enemy tanks around, you're kind of screwed. Let's just say that. But yeah,
Well done.
tidbit on the M50 Super Sherman.
Enjoy your payday.
You don't want to brawl on this machine. You're gonna need a snipe on this machine. You gotta shoot tanks at long range. As you saw in that gap, you can hit targets from that spot. But it's actually a sniping gun, so you gotta snipe. That's very important. Actually, all my battle tanks are sniping tanks, but like the T-54 Bomb 1969 video, you can brawl. You can brawl under the right circumstances. Like my fan, who is Floppy, is the best girl on Discord, reached out to me earlier. So I gave her a little fun thing, as I wanted to do a little call with her. And she said in her opinion, the best one was the most recent video. It is the T-64 Model 1969 tank review. She is more than likely going to see this video. This is dedicated to you, as long as others that watch this video. Sorry that it took so long, but this is worth it. So here comes the battle results, the post-battle results. So with that, I will see you guys later in the next tank review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So with that, I'll see you guys later.